I've called this preview the Josh King Derby for obvious reasons, which I'll get to in a moment, as we play Everton at Old Trafford on Saturday night. Not just because in the dim and distant past Josh King used to play for Man United's reserve team, not just because in the year of last year in January we put in a last minute bid in the dying embers of the transfer window, which was rejected by Bournemouth all ends up. We then got Igalo on loan instead. One of the worst signings post Alex Ferguson. And I've seen saw a fair few over the years. Believe me, it wasn't pleasant at all. But don't worry, we cornered the Nigerian market, the first Nigerian ever to play for Man United Football Club, as if there's some kind of badge of honour, which it isn't, unless you're a Glazer sympathiser, which these top reds are. And obviously, there were some out there who wanted Josh King over Cavani. I wonder, in the current climate, you can still get the men in white coats, all women, sexist, because it says in the rules, does it not, that you can go and help a vulnerable person. So maybe they should go and just do that. With the people who said Josh King over Cavani. I was only Man United fan out there that said I would rather Cavani than Josh King, because I actually have a brain and I engage my brain, and actually I've been proved right. I mean, like, Cavani has been a success. That's not an opinion, it's a fact. As Rafa would say, fact. Before we go balls deep into the preview, let's go back, shall we, to a couple of days ago, where we historically once again beat a team 9-0. First it was Ipswich all those years ago, and now Southampton. The second time Southampton conceded 9 goals. They've now conceded against Leicester and us respectively 18 goals in total. I remember watching that game, Southampton vs Leicester. They had the player sent off, ironically enough, just like they did the other night, and they won 9-0, and they deserved it. And all those people who were going goo goo gaga over beating Southampton 9-0, this hasn't just happened once, it's happened twice before. So it isn't really an anomaly, is it? And Hasenhüttl, for me, he should retire. Not just because you got beaten by Ole Gunnar Solskjaer by 9-0, because not once but twice you've been beaten by the same scoreline. That is ridiculous. There's no way he should rear his head up to the parapet anymore after doing that. Priel got slagged off because he finished 8th and they got to a League Cup final, which he narrowly lost, by the way. Priel in England has never lost 9-0. But Southampton fans are so ungrateful. They don't remember what happened previously because they think Hasenhüttl is the bee's knees, what I think is a bad average manager. I will not take him at Man United Football Club. He is just crap. You know? And obviously, the salad dodger, aka Porky Pig, Luke Shaw, his fanboys going goo goo gaga and foamed at the mouth for what he did to Ramsey. Do not forget, Ramsey is virtually still in nappies. He's a young player and he hasn't got many Premier League appearances to his name. It wasn't so long ago that he was still in his mother's womb waiting to be born. So I am not impressed in any way, shape or form what the salad dodger did to him yesterday, as it were. Because Luke Shaw had motivation because he was playing against his former club, and he's got years more experience than Ramsey has. So basically it was a mismatch and nothing more than that. And as Shania Twain once said, that don't impress me much. So there you go. So he is not the best left back in England, in the Premier League, in Europe. That's a load of bollocks. Not having that at all. Not entertaining that. And anybody who says that he is, you know nothing about football. Okay? You have a lack of knowledge about football and a lack of knowledge about the game of football. Because he's been here, not just for 1 year or 2 years, he's been here for 7. 7 years. And you still think he has what it takes to beat a Man United Football Club? No chance in hell. No way. So the team I'm going to pick for the Everton game. De Gea in goal. Right back, Wan-Bissaka. Left back, Telles. Centre back, Lindelof and Maguire. Midfield two are McTominay and Fred. McTominay was superb, by the way. Oh yeah, Dan James scored more goals against Southampton at Old Trafford in the minimal time he had on the pitch than Van de Beek did, who had 45 minutes. Hashtag just saying. And McTominay scored, by the way, as well. So the McTominay haters are in the bin, and those who wanted Van de Beek to start over McTominay, you're also in the bin. Because he couldn't score, he couldn't stat pad against Southampton. McTominay could never. So there you go. I thought Van de Beek was horrific. Oh, just get rid of him. He's not good enough for United. He should be playing alongside McTominay and Fred in that midfield two there. McTominay and Fred. Up front, basically just keep the forward, basically keep the same team, basically, virtually. You know, that's what Pogba should not come back into this team, by the way. If you're excited that we won 9-0, I would say, okay then, let's keep the same team. We don't need Paul Pogba then. We don't need Martial, so we'll keep the same team. Because who wins 9-0 these days? No one really does. So there you go. So that's the team I'm selecting. And I'm going to go for a 1-0 draw. This is not going to be a walk in the park like it was against Southampton. So we need the points, and let's see if we can get them. So I'll see you after the game on Saturday night.